Hi guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Kyra, and here on my channel, we're not about perfection or crazy Instagram looks over here. Those are really fun. We're just all about real makeup for real life and real people. Today's video is a bi-monthly get ready with me. Angela and I will have her link down below. Her channel is now Beauty and Life with Angela, but every other month we update our project pan, which is 21 pans in 2021, and on the opposite months we do a project pan get ready with me. So if you want to see how I created this look using the products that I'm panning for January, then stay tuned because I'm gonna have a naked face in 3, 2, 1. All right, before we start applying the bronzer, I'll tell you what my base products are. The first one is the No. 7 Protect and Perfect Advanced All-in-One Foundation. I paired it with the No. 7 Lift and Luminate Serum Concealer from my Shop My Stash for February. And then I've also set that down in place with my No. 7 Perfect Light Pressed Powder. She's getting low. But I always wear this powder because it's the one that I'm most familiar with when I'm sort of testing and trying new foundations. So there is that, and I also put on some of my e.l.f. Ride or Die lip balm in the shade Tough Cookie, just so we don't have to look at concealer lips for the rest of the video. And now we are on to bronzer. Thank goodness. This face is looking like a blank canvas, and I'm gonna use the Balm and take home the bronze, or take home the bronze from the Balm. I'm really enjoying this one. If you missed it over on my Instagram, you should follow me there. I rolled out my L'Oreal True Match Lumi bronzer because I hit goal on it. And so I rolled this one from the Balm in. It's one that I really had kind of neglected and not even really formed full opinions on in my collection. I would use it from time to time, and so I knew I liked it, but I don't really have any opinions on it. So I wanted to roll this into the project, and my goal is obviously to hit pan. At this point, I don't think I'm gonna work on any like finishing specifically goals in my 21 pans in 2021 until like closer to the second half of the year. I just want to see how many pans I can hit. I mentioned in my 2020 makeup empties, and any of the videos that I mention, I will make sure to link down below for you. But in that video, I said I would at least like to finish up one product from each of the categories that I had no empties in, and specifically blush, bronzer, and highlight. I had no empties in there. And I had no foundation empties either, which I know I will have some of those this year. Oh, we are finally warming up the skin. It's looking good. And also, I think he's asleep now, but if you hear Oliver, our golden retriever, he is in the beauty room with me this morning. For highlight, I am working on the Laura Mercier Matte Radiance Baked Powder, and while this one doesn't really look like it has a whole lot of progress to me, I mean, I'm sure there is because I've been wearing this for a really good part of January. But it's really pretty. It's one of those that kind of goes with everything. I definitely, would like to hit pan on here. One thing I will say though, that since this is like a mini, it is a baked powder, so it's poured into the packaging, but I'm afraid that it's gonna break apart once I hit pan if I try to hit pan like in the center or something like that. So I am working on kind of like the side of the circle side pan, I guess, because I think that might help the thing hold together better. And then for blush, from my monochromatic project pan, I'm going to use my Hourglass Mood Exposure blush. I know we're all very upset with Hourglass right now, and I am included, but these are in my project pan. And so I'm not featuring them to recommend them. I'm just using what I'm working on. But I have really enjoyed this blush this month. It's definitely a unique color to my collection. It's pretty neutral, which is awesome. It works with a lot of things, and I had the goal to use it 10 times, and you will have to tune in to my monochromatic update tomorrow to find out if I met that goal. I'm very excited, however, to start with new products starting tomorrow for the monochromatic project pan. I love that it's rotating through like kind of like an extension of Shop My Stash, if you will. One of the other products that I am panning in my 21 pans in 2021 is this Hourglass Diffused Light Powder. Quick flash of what it looks like there. And I've really been enjoying this not only to set on my under eye, but also to kind of soften and blend my colored face products into place, specifically the cheeks. I don't know if you can kind of tell the difference. It's a little bit smoothing, it's a little bit subdued, and over here is a lot more glowy. But this works really well, specifically for this purpose. And if Hourglass ever gets their act together, I would consider repurchasing it. So I'm gonna pop off of here real quick and do my brows, and then we will move on to eyeshadow. I just feel like I like to have sort of that frame already in place before I start adding eyeshadow. So I will be right back. All right, I am back, and I realized that I didn't have my mic on for the first part of the video, so I apologize if the audio is not good, but you'll have it for the most fun part, which is eyeshadow. I did go ahead and prime my lids with this deluxe sample of the NARS Smudge Proof eyeshadow base. This is just the sheer one. No, it's not colored or anything. And we have 3 palettes with 3 different shades that I'm working on this month. And so we're gonna create a look. I'm kind of gonna just show you like my go-to look with these products lately, and you know, I've been loving this look. I'm gonna go ahead and go into my Viseart Paris edit into the shade Creme Brulee. It's just a beautiful sort of warm khaki matte. And this shade is in my 21 pans in 2021 project with my girl Angela. That will update in March. We're just updating every other month, and that way we have plenty of progress, allegedly, to show you guys when we do update. And I'm loving that project. We're only doing things that you can actually hit a physical pan on, and so I don't know, it's been fun. And just returning to project panning in general has been a lot of fun for me. I'm really enjoying it. Like I said, monochromatic is kind of like an extension of my Shop My Stash at this point, because it kind of, you know, you're kind of shopping your stash for the shade each month and then picking a goal. I've been doing mostly usage goals, and that works for me. But yeah, it's been a fun project so far. This coming month, tomorrow, when you see my update, will be, the color is glitter or shimmer of any color, which is kind of fun. So I have a couple of fun products picked out for this coming month. I think for now I'm gonna stick with 5 products. It's supposed to be 5 to 10 products, and it doesn't have to be makeup, it could be anything. And of course, I'll have the information down in the description box for the project in case, you know, you want to join in on a super laid back, fun project. I will have it down below. So this shade should not be any problem for me to pan because it takes me a little bit to build it up. But once I do get it built up, it is a really beautiful like transition shade. And it has worked for a ton of looks this month. So that's how I've been starting things off. The next step that I've been doing this month is taking the Deep Plum shade, which I think I discovered is called Fleur. And my goal is to use it 5 times in January. And I've been taking it on sort of this little angled brush here and working this into the outer corner, outer V area as my deepening shade. And it just marries with that khaki shade so beautifully. And it also matches really well with one of the other shades I'm going to be using today. And purple is definitely really flattering for my skin tone and my eye color. So it's been fun working with this shade, even though my goal was only to use it 5 times in January. I could see coming back to this shade later in the year, possibly to work on panning it. In general, this Viseart palette is kind of like almost my unofficial pan that palette for right now, because I'm just trying to work on this a little bit. It's one of those that I got in 2020, used for honestly probably just a couple of looks, and then it kind of got pushed to the back of the drawer, not physically speaking, mentally speaking. And so I don't know, I just am enjoying this palette right now, and so I'm enjoying adding different shades from this palette into my projects. Next, going into my Persona palette, the shade that I'm working on in my 21 pans in 2021 is the shade Seductive. Such a pretty like taupey color. I really enjoy it. So I'm going to take that and put this all over most of my lid. Actually more just like the center part of my lid. And it's just, I mean, I did try to plan, but this selection of eyeshadow shades has actually been quite versatile and fun to play with in January. So I'm kind of excited that it worked out that way. I hope it works out just as well in February. This is such a beautiful brightening shade. And while it's cool tone, I still think it looks nice with the warmer plum shade and the transition shade. And the other shimmer shade we're going to use today is in my Lorac Mega Pro 2. It is the shade Soft Plum, and my goal is to hit pan on it this month, January, today, whatever. And I've just been using this sort of on the very inner third or so of the lid, and then sometimes on the lower lash line, which I think is what I'll use it for as well today. What do you guys think? I want to know today. Make a vote down there in the comments. Do you think I hit pan on this shade this month? And I know this is kind of a weird brush to be using for this, but actually it works really well. I mean, it works great for like blending eyeshadow and stuff, but if you have texture on your lids, try a brush like this. It's kind of pinched, but it's still fluffy. This is the MAC 217. Morphe has one. Sigma has the E25, which is similar. So if you have texture on your lids, try this, because I feel like it kind of smooths things out. And then I want to put some on the lower lash line. I think it's just been a nice soft color, but it actually has more punch and is a little deeper than it would appear in the pan, I think. And I also would unofficially kind of like to pan more shades in my Lorac Mega Pro 2, because I honestly feel like this might be the last year that I can use it. Might need to declutter it at the end of the year, which I hate to do, but the formula is changing and it's not performing as well anymore, which makes me want to cry, because I'm so freaking attached to that palette. I don't know what that's about, but That's what it's about. For Gits and Shiggles, I will pop off of here and do some liner and mascara, and then I will come back and we'll do a lip, even though I don't have any lippies in any projects right now. You know, it's more fun than mascara, I promise thee. All right, we are back. I look just schlumpy today, I'm sorry. It's just a cold, snowy day at home, so. Anyhoozle, I thought since we have kind of the boring face going on today, I'm going to use a fun lip color. This is the Maybelline Superstay Ink Crayon in the shade Accept a Dare. It's kind of a pretty plummy shade. Why not? Does it look like I have enough on? I think so. All right, well, the hair is not done drying. Whoo, look at that one. My hair is getting super long. All right. Okay, let's try the other way. Does that work? Does this work for you? How do you feel? This is literally how I do my hair. It goes in its own little life, and then I just pin it in whatever shape it goes into. This is ugly. I can't stand it. All right, so here is the completed look using all of my Project Pan products from the month of January 2021. I am having so much fun panning. I'm loving my project with my girl Angela, which is 21 pans in 2021, as well as the monochromatic Project Pan, which, hey, we finished it off with a bang with a purple or plum lip. So yeah, what do you think? Let me know. I am really looking forward to my update for you guys for tomorrow for monochromatic Project Pan. So stay tuned for that. I have a lot of fun content coming up this month. I have a 4-person collab coming up this week, as well as a tag. So keep that in mind. Stay tuned. It'll be a great time to subscribe if you aren't already. And with that said, I hope all of your makeup days are absolutely beautiful Project Panning makeup days. If you do that, otherwise regular makeup days are fine too. And I will see you in my next video soon.